When Mrs. Land turned 82, she noticed something subtle but undeniable. Names took longer to recall, numbers escaped her mid-conversation, and sometimes while walking into a room, she would forget what she came for. It wasn't sudden or alarming, just a slow drift, like fog creeping into a valley. Land had always prided herself on her quick wit. As a retired literature professor, her memory had once been a library in motion, poetry lines, historical dates, the meanings behind symbolism in Shakespeare. But lately she had started forgetting the titles of books she taught for decades. It unnerved her. Her mother had suffered from dementia in her final years, and Land remembered the sadness of watching someone fade inward. Determined not to follow the same path, she called her oldest friend, Mr. Ben, a retired surgeon who had once treated patients well into their 90s. Ben, she said bluntly over the phone, I'm getting slower. I need to fight this. You've seen people age better than me. What are they doing differently? He paused, then said, They avoid the aging traps, Lan. Most don't even know they're walking into them. And just like that, a new phase of her life began, not resisting age, but learning to stay sharp within it. St. 1. Use it or lose it. The brain needs daily exercise. Mr. Ben's first advice was simple. Your mind is a muscle. Stop using it, and it will shrink. So Lan created a new routine. Every morning after breakfast, she spent 20 minutes doing word puzzles and logic games. Sudoku, crosswords, and even brain training apps her grandson installed on her tablet. At first, she fumbled. The games were frustrating, but after 2 weeks she noticed her attention improved. Conversations flowed more easily. Books became enjoyable again. She also began journaling at night. Writing not only captured her memories, but also helped her process her thoughts and sharpen her vocabulary. Her mind began to feel more awake, as if a rusty machine had been oiled and rebooted. 2. Move more, think better. The second trap, Ben explained, was physical inactivity. People think the brain is separate from the body, he said, but blood flow feeds both. Lan had never liked exercise. In her youth, she spent more time with books than bicycles, but now she took daily walks, 20 to 30 minutes around her neighborhood. She added gentle Tai Chi classes twice a week, joining a small group of seniors who gathered in the park. At first, her knees ached and her stamina was poor, but she kept going. Within a month, her sleep improved, her balance steadied. Most importantly, her mind felt less foggy. Her instructor explained that movement increased oxygen to the brain, reduced stress hormones, and even stimulated new neural connections. Lan believed it. She could feel her alertness improving with each step. The 3. Stay curious, keep learning. The third trap was one Lan hadn't expected. Routine. After retirement, many of her friends had settled into static lives. Same chair, same meals, same TV shows. The predictability dulled their minds. Curiosity is the antidote, Ben said. New things build new pathways. Lan challenged herself to try something new each month. She took an online course in French. She learned how to bake sourdough bread. She even joined a book club with members half her age, just to be exposed to fresh perspectives. Learning, she realized, wasn't just for the young. In fact, it was more rewarding now. Every new word, every new skill felt like armor against decline. One day, her granddaughter laughed and said, "Grandma, you're busier than I am." Lan just smiled. Staying sharp was becoming a joyful mission. Avoid isolation. Loneliness shrinks the mind. The fourth trap was insidious. Isolation. Some of Lan's friends had stopped going out, reluctant to admit they couldn't drive or didn't hear well in crowds. Slowly, their worlds shrank to the size of their homes. Lan refused. She called her friends regularly, organized tea sessions on Sunday afternoons, and joined an intergenerational storytelling group at the community center. She shared stories of post-war Hanoi with teens who listened, fascinated. These connections became vital. Conversations kept her alert, reminded her of forgotten details, and made her laugh. Loneliness, she learned, was more dangerous than aging itself. It robbed people of language, stimulation, even the will to think deeply. 5. Watch what you eat. Your brain is hungry too. The final trap was diet. Lan used to eat for taste and habit. Sweet pastries in the morning, lots of white rice, processed snacks. But Ben warned her, your brain is what you feed it. So she made changes. Out went the sugary treats and fried snacks. In came berries, leafy greens, olive oil, and nuts. She added turmeric to her soups and drank plenty of water. The results were slow but clear. Her energy improved, her mood lifted, and she had fewer foggy days. She even remembered her old students' names more quickly when they called to visit. She wasn't trying to reverse age, just to give her mind the best chance it had. By 84, Lan felt sharper than she had at 80. She could recite lines of poetry again, hold long conversations without searching for words, and even beat her grandson at Sudoku once in a while. Of course, she still forgot things now and then. She had to write more notes, repeat names out loud to remember them, and occasionally she mixed up appointments. But the decline wasn't steep, it was a manageable slope. More importantly, she felt in control. One afternoon during a group talk at the community center, a younger man asked her how she kept her mind so young. Lan laughed, said, "I stopped thinking old age meant slowing down. I started thinking of it as a new subject to master." Her life had shifted from fear of decline to daily choices of strength. In the end, it wasn't magic or medicine that helped her stay sharp. It was 5 habits, practiced with intention. She kept her brain active, moved her body, stayed curious, connected deeply, and ate wisely. That, she believed, was the real secret. Not avoiding aging, but aging awake.